Sorry. Just fucking with y'all, making sure it's working. That's how my cough been sounding. Been sounding like I had got that COVID cough. Yo, it's so funny because like you really can't cough or sneeze or be anywhere now.
People looking at you crazy.
Right, without being looked at crazy. And I'm guilty of it because I'll be looking at other people like, yo, you got a mask on?
Yeah, it's back
Did
to
you
the
cover your
beginning.
mouth? You know what I mean? Like, yo, like, what's good? COVID cough.
Yeah.
It don't help. I've been sick, so like I was sick. I had the cold come off of that. And that's usually when my asthma be acting up. So when I come, like when that cold is coming down, boom. Dope, that's what's up. Like when I'm coming down from a cold and my asthma's triggered, and then like as that clears up, that cough be ugly. Brokest Podcast, you know, man, it's been a while. Peace. If you haven't already, man, smack that like button.
Absolutely.
I mean, play with that subscribe button. You know what I mean, make sure y'all share
Don't
this
play
video.
with it too much though. You might like it.
True, very true. I know it's been a while, but you know we've been trying to be safe over here. We had a couple close calls, but we back, baby.
Yes.
Can't stop.
How y'all been though? Leave it in the comments how y'all been. If y'all watching this on YouTube, leave it in the comments. Tell us what y'all been up to, what y'all been listening to.
Word. So, you know, 2021 is in the books, but listen, man, we still love y'all. We still appreciate you. Thank you for supporting us. It's your boy Universal, a.k.a. Wax Groove TV, home of the Brokest Podcast. You know, baby. To the left, I got the one and only.
You already know, man. Esteban Rey. You know I don't play. You know I was born in May, but we in January.
Hey. To the right, I got the Mocha, homie.
It's not gonna be as
Oh, he's
smooth
not
as
Mocha.
Mr. Esteban Ray, but you know, it's Mr. DCYLP. That's it, baby.
You not Mocha? You like a vanilla
Sorry,
chai?
He's not Mocha.
Like a
dog.
vanilla chai?
He was. he darker than vanilla. Chai.
Yeah, caramel swirl.
Yeah, there you go. You know, something of that nature. Creme brulee top, something
Word.
like that, you know.
So 2021, man, we got to dive into that because you know we now in 2022. I know one of my biggest issues in 2021 was the fact that I've come to the
This
conclusion
COVID shit was still around. That was my biggest
that
issue.
yes, COVID was still a big issue, but we had too many options when it came to the music. I feel like that was my biggest issue. So with that being said, what are some of your most memorable projects of last year? So let's recap it like this. Let's all have like 3 memorable projects.
Yeah.
Let's say 2 standout artists and like a rookie or upcoming artist of the year for 2021.
Okay.
Who want to start?
So like the newest one I came into is Uncle John, man. As a man thinketh.
This is for projects?
Yeah, that's,
Okay.
That was a new artist that I discovered in 2021, like heavily, and one of his projects that I thought was up there. You know what I'm saying? And that I still go to this day. Like that's a staple in the music selection of that year, kind of. You know what I'm saying? So I just started off like that.
Okay. Give me 2 more.
I was gonna let you spin it around.
Oh, go ahead, Mr. DCYLP. Go ahead. Give us one.
Yeah. Artist wise,
Let's start with a project.
let me see. I gotta go into my.
See, I just wanted to bust that out because that was like off the top of the brain. You know
So
what I'm saying?
off the top for me,
I gotta go to my digital Rolodex. I'm sorry.
But I'm saying no, don't do that. When you hear 2021, what pops up like boom, like
so for project
Albums or artists? Because you just said an
Whatever.
artist.
No, I was saying
I
let's go with the
just-
album first. He
yeah.
threw an album out there. We're gonna go 3 albums, and then like two your favorite artists of that year, and then like your favorite up and coming artist of
I'm
that
just
year.
I'm going with Pray for Haiti, cause
Okay.
oh, I ain't mad at that.
You
know what I'm saying?
No, I ain't mad at that, boy.
off top, like that was like, I ain't even gonna front when that album dropped, man. That album did something to me, like spiritually. Like that album, it was different.
So for me, off the top, Coupe de Grace, that Roman Ransom project. That's like off the top. That had heavy replay value. I really like them two's chemistry. There's another artist I can name right now too, but we all got to talk about him. But Yeah, that was it for me. And then that track Dark Love on there, that just got me because Rome Streets just spazzed on that track. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I think so.
I scored
yeah.
60 in the game and I skipped the practice. I was in the
Yeah,
weed spot,
yeah.
counting pink 50s and flicking ashes.
Yup.
Your home went in. Like, he
Yeah.
spazzed on that. And then Ransom came on.
Yeah.
You know what it was? It was like you had this new dude energy and you had this grown man energy all on one record. Just on
Yeah.
this album all together. And they made it work. Like, they really merged two worlds. Because Rome is what, 25, 26?
Yeah.
Somewhere around that area.
I don't even know, but
He's still in his
Yeah.
20s. I know that. And then you got Ransom, who's in his 40s. He grown man status.
That's
so
why when it first kind of like dropped, it kind of like threw me off because of not because I didn't think it was gonna work, because of it just threw me off because they
Shit
didn't really
just
have a
came
lot
out
of
of nowhere,
history.
right?
Right.
Yeah, they ain't have
Came
like a
out of
lot of
nowhere.
history. I could see if it was like
they was
Ransom and
building
38
up. They had a
Special.
few tracks late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they had nothing. It was just
Yeah.
boom. They putting out a project. But that Pray for Haiti, man. So what about it for you though? What does it for you?
Yo, the whole, all right, just the whole like origin of it, the way it came together, because Mock and Westside, they was beefing, and then it was like behind the scenes, they rekindled it, they squashed their differences, and they came out with this fire project, produced, put together by Westside, and it was like, damn. It's like y'all just finished squashing the beef. Now you got this banging fire album out.
Beautiful piece of work.
And the replay value on that joint is just ridiculous. And the thing that I like about Mock and the way they put that album together, it wasn't like it wasn't like a collaboration album where it was like Mock and Westside going back and forth. That was a Mock project. I mean,
Right.
West was on like a few cuts, but this dude went in on that
He
project.
wasn't over influential on it.
Exactly. Because I was, and y'all know when it first came out, I'm like, yo, damn, I ain't really like the fact that he had that whole Griselda, name behind the project, and him going to sign with Griselda and stuff like that. Because to me personally, I don't want these guys to be signed underneath each other. I'd rather them all have their own individual entities, and to me that's going to keep that underground culture, being that much more competitive, and growing. It's cool to do a joint every now and then together here and there, but that's not signed underneath each other and shit like that, man.
Right. Then it's hard being signed to most rappers, like, because if you sign to another rapper and they got stuff going on, like their project, they're gonna put that before your work or your project. You know what I mean? So that's always a tricky situation.
Yeah. I mean, well, granted, Westside, he ain't really known for hating. He loves, he loves to let other artists shine on his shit. Mm-hmm. But the project was just dope. The cover, the art, everything in the way he represent his country, Haiti.
I'll tell you this though, them vinyls for that Pray for Haiti, you ain't gonna see me buying one no time soon.
Yo, that's how Mock vinyls be though. That ain't nothing new on his aspect, man. All vinyls be pricey, boy.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's not even. So I get it. Like dudes drop stuff. Even Rock's put out some vinyls that was $100 to start. Like when they first come out, and I'm like, all right, cool. Eventually I'll pay that for an album, like for some collector's pieces. But it's the resale market on that.
Yeah.
And them shits is selling.
Yeah.
Selling $400, $500, $600, $700, and these is underground artists.
Yeah.
On top of
He
that,
got vinyls that's thousands.
I know that,
Yeah,
but
that's wild,
peep this. Think about your top tier, your highest tier mainstream
That's all
artists
too.
that you could think of. I
They
seen
ain't
them
doing
same
those
vinyls
numbers.
selling for $30.
Yeah, they ain't doing those numbers.
They ain't doing them. So what does that tell you? You know what I mean?
Real recognize real.
Yeah. Underground got the game on lock, man. Stay independent as long as you can. Don't let these majors sew you up. So what else we got?
Oh man, shoot.
Artistry wise,
Projects. Let's keep it projects.
projects.
Two more
okay.
projects.
Keep it projects. Man, I got a few, y'all.
Damn.
Telling you, I got a few. Just to keep it underground. Like I said, it's so.
I feel like I
many.
can name a few right off the top.
I'm gonna say Alchemist joint. This Thing of Ours. I like part 1.
That was hard. Yeah, Alchemist just had a year period though.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He had whoa. Whew.
The
He had
two albums
he
with
had
him and Boldy,
He had a crazy.
those come to mind for
2020.
me.
But
Yeah.
he had his own 2 albums.
Mm-hmm.
He had the 2 with Boldy.
Yup.
I feel like he got some other ones out there, yo. Like dead ass.
He put out some other short stuff this year. He put out a lot of stuff, but it was all gas.
yeah.
All gas.
Yeah. But I liked how he worked with a lot of the newer generation on those
Yeah.
new projects. Those is another ones I go back to. He got me really in tune with Pink Sifu and Maxo.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, them projects, I love that.
It's
And
fire.
you already know he worked with Earl like
Yeah.
crazy. So Earl, my boy.
Yo, I love their promotion for this tour right now.
Yeah.
I just posted. If you're not already, man, make sure you follow us on Instagram at the Brokest Podcast. I'm sorry, Brokest Podcast. But I had shared it. The little promo clips they be putting out, hilarious,
funny.
hilarious. But which project was I? just had it in my head too. Go back to that Flea Lord and Rock Mars, that Delgado joint.
Yes.
Yeah,
That breezing through the Porsche. Once that video dropped, I just fell in love with the project even more.
yeah. It's funny you brought up Flea Lord because I was just going through my joint, and album we kind of like forgot about was, that the DJ Muggs and Flea Lord joint. They had the that Ramel Z
That
joint.
Ram LZ, that was fun. Was that 2020 or
That
2021?
was 2021. Exactly. See.
This is
Yeah.
what I mean. It's so
Yeah.
much that
That joint was fire.
it was.
That
that
was
joint.
2021.
That was one of his better
Yeah.
projects
When
too.
it was like April or something like that, huh?
I tell you,
Damn, it's too many projects
That's
because
what I'm saying.
freaking Arm & Hammer, they dropped the project with Alchemist, Haram.
Yes, that's right. Yep,
They
yep.
dropped that
Yeah, see,
joint.
that joint came out in March. See, early 2021.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I say that because those 2 joints came out around the same time. I remember banging those around the same time.
Dark Low had a dope album. Him and V Dawn, that Charlie Pope album. I like that. That dropped this year.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Yep. Willie the Kid. I like his.
Willie,
Keep
Willie.
Watching the Fly. That Keep Watching the Fly album was
Yep.
fire. That dropped this year.
Yo, Plugs I Met 2 came out in 2021 as well.
Yep.
Damn.
Yes, see?
Yep.
Yo, it was some heat this year.
Mad Heat.
Y'all
You know.
already know my man Currency. Y'all already know.
Oh,
how
yeah,
he
Currency
do.
got too many to even. Like, come on, man.
Yo, you
That
know
nigga
who
was
else?
fair.
Know how he
Who
do.
else dropped some heat this year? Hus Kingpin. He dropped quite a few projects. He was dropping heat left or right. It's just too much to name, man. Way too much.
It is.
Which is terrible that we haven't even have to like sit here and think about it to that extent and then be dumbfounded by some stuff because too much dropped.
Yeah.
My guy Mike dropped Disco. I mean, I don't know if y'all up on that, but if you know, you know.
If
That
you
joint
know,
right
you
there,
know.
That joint right there, my guy. Yeah.
Word. So in terms of artists, who was your standout artist for the year?
Mine was mine was Chris Crack.
Mm.
Chris Crack, Mop, obviously. Well, if I got to just pinpoint it down to one,
Give us two.
all right, well, Chris Crack and Mark Hami.
Okay. What about you?
For me, artist this year,
Mm-hmm.
damn. See, don't get me wrong, Mock is Mock for me.
That's what I'm saying.
But like, for
But
me,
that was a very influential project he dropped this year.
but for me, like, it's been Mock, like, so
for
it's
so long,
like, so it's nothing like
'Cause
he's
he put
been
up-
doing this for me.
He's
Like,
been doing it, but
He put
think
out
about
3
the
projects
exposure he got this year
Yeah.
from Pray for Haiti. Think about how big that rollout was compared to some of his other projects. And I'm not dissing any of his other projects. I'm just saying that because
I get what y'all
he
saying.
was boosted onto another platform. You know what I mean?
He
I
put
get
out
what y'all saying, but
three projects alone in 2021.
Like he didn't. All right, like it's hard to explain. Like
That's just every day for you. I get it.
yeah,
That's just
yeah,
every
kinda,
day.
like I
He's
don't
been in
like-
rotation.
It's
It's
like
someone you constantly look for.
exactly like
Word.
him, like Arm & Hammer them. They like I don't know. I know what it is, and like I already felt like they didn't get enough exposure. So I'm happy that he
Word.
did get a lot. You know what I'm saying? But it was nothing of to
Nothing that's
stand
new to
out
you.
more than what he
Yeah.
already has for me.
Okay.
See, I said
You know what I mean?
I said Chris Crack because what happened was with all the projects he put out in 2021, that forced me to go back and listen to his whole catalog, and I'm
Word.
like, damn, this dude been nice for a minute, but he don't get the exposure as a lot of the other artists that we love. And to tell you the truth, he doesn't really put himself out there either, like a lot of the other artists that we love.
That's how I feel about
he's
J.
not
Royale.
heavy on social media. You know, when he drops his projects, he still drops them out. He still drops them on SoundCloud, but then you gotta wait till they come out on other digital,
So he
media
following that
platforms.
format that like Rock and Ka and all of them follow.
So
Where they drop everything on their website 2 weeks
Yeah.
before they put it on streaming platforms. For me, I'm gonna go with Rome Streets and Uncle John. I feel like them two was on
I was gonna
everything
say
this
Uncle
year.
John too.
Yeah, them two.
They had dropped the album together this year.
Exactly. They
Yeah.
dropped the album together this year. Then Uncle John and Dash.
yeah.
Yup, you're right. Damn, yo.
I feel like Uncle John was on everything, and the same thing with Rome Streets. He was on everything, cause like, honestly, I felt like since the joint was with him and Muggs this year, or was that last year?
I think that was
Death
last
and the
year.
Musician. But
was-
even
Yeah,
but
that was definitely
but after
last
that,
year.
like him, Uncle John, more this year, him and Uncle John, him and Ransom, and I just feel like he been featured on everything.
been out
Anybody
there.
we like in the underground, he got features with Willie, he got features with Crime
Yeah.
Apple, he got a feature with Hus Kingpin. Like Home just putting out, like he's just everywhere this year. You know what I mean? He's like that go-to for features.
Yeah.
He's my rookie of the year, I guess is the best way to put it. You know what I mean?
I would,
Alright,
I would
now-
go with that too, Rome Streets and Uncle John, yo. I was gonna say Uncle John, but I felt kind of biased that I already had Set Home and shit, cause that was my guy this year, yo.
Nah, them two
Real,
was on
yo.
everything. They was everywhere.
So for 2021, we can all agree that so Rookie of the Year goes out to Uncle John.
Uncle John and Rome Streets.
There y'all go, y'all. 2021 Rookie of the Year via the Brokers Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Uncle John.
Word.
Yeah, I fuck with Uncle John, man.
Big shout out to Uncle John. Yo, he's so funny, bro. Yo.
I don't
Some
know
of his
why
stuff
that nigga
make me
just
laugh.
remind me of somebody like.
He remind me of somebody I know personally, and I can't pin it. That's the worst part
Yeah.
about it. I feel the same
Yeah.
way, bro. The
That's the
same
first
way.
clip.
Word. 2021, man. Lovely year.
My man Larry had a good year too. Hey, I fuck with Larry. Wiz dropped something at the end of this year too. It was alright, you know.
And people still listen to his shit. I'm not
Yeah.
even trying to be
Are
funny.
you kidding me?
I'm not trying to be funny. I feel like I haven't heard his name in forever. Like if it wasn't tied to currency, I feel like I don't hear his name, and I'm not saying it to be mean. Let me rephrase that. I don't hear it when it comes.
me mad, nigga.
I don't hear it when it comes to music. I should say.
Like,
Yeah.
what?
I hear Wiz's name for everything else. But shout out to Wiz, and that wasn't even me trying to be funny.